of Masechet Shevuot. Fantastic progress we're making at the moment. 5 weeks deep already, impressively, inside the daily Daf Yomi. And what a better place to be than in the city of Bet Shemesh, just walking the streets at the moment, just doing a bit of babysitting and share over some words within regards to the topic of Amen. That's what we're talking about in today's page inside the Gemara. Now, we've been here before, when we were in Bnei Brak only a few days back, spoke all about it in page number 31. So once again, we're revisiting a very interesting topic. One thing I would definitely recommend is anyone looking to get Shefa Brachot, a huge amount of blessing in their lives. What a lot of people like to do is to do Amen parties where they get together, let's just say, and they would have blessings on different fruits and different vegetables and all different delicacies, let's just say, in itself, and say loads of blessings, because once the person actually says a bracha, that is powerful and potent, and it's a mitzvah, and the person that actually says Amen, recites the words Amen to the blessing, also gets Shefa Bracha, also an abundance of blessing. So we see the amount of that very much so over here. And just sharing a few words within regards to the power of Amen in today's page of the Gemara. Just sitting actually now inside a small bakery here in the city of Bet Shemesh, friends, over here, as we see the wonders of the different words that we actually recollect. Okay, friends, why is it so powerful? Now, we learned only a few pages away, back in page number 31, about the power of the word Amen. We spoke about over here. We said that when a Jew, obviously a Jewish person, is going to say the words Amen, it can constitute an oath. And actually, that's according to Rabbi Yossi. It was a great rabbi. He happened to be the son of Rabbi Hanina, another great rabbi. Obviously, we encountered it in the Mishnah in page number 31 in Shavuot. It's stated over there that by witnesses saying Amen to an oath administered to them by someone who wishes them to testify in his behalf, they are considered as if they took the oath. That's what we learned already. Now, Rabbi Yossi, he cites as a source for this concept the Amen which the suspected adulteress says in accepting the oath which the Kohen administers to prove, let's say, her innocence, like we learned about in Parshat Naso, which actually coincidentally is this week's Parsha coming. But Amen, he is going to add, can also serve as an expression of commitment. Obviously, we find in the Amen which the entire Jewish nation proclaimed when they heard the blessings and curses at Mount Gerizim and Mount Ebal. Naturally, we're talking all about mountains, also just came out of Shavuot. So this topic is very much, you could say, has a strong connotation to Shavuot and this week's Parsha over here. Also, the word Amen can serve as an expression of hope that a prayer should be answered. There was great prophet, the Navi, the name Yirmiyahu, used it in regard to a prophecy regarding the quick end to the Babylonian exile. If you look at chapter 28 in the book of Jeremiah over here. Now, I believe in regards to this last dimension of Amen, the great commentator writes, Rashi, that it is proper to say Amen whenever we hear a tefillah, a prayer or supplication, as an expression of our own hope there will be God's will that what has been mentioned in that prayer will become a reality. Now, according in Masechet Shabbat in page 129, in the first and second Amud over there, our sages will say that Amen is an acronym for the three words we say before the Shema Yisrael Tefillah. We say the Lord is a faithful King. When we say Amen after a blessing, which is, let's say, a lavish praise of God, we are thus declaring that this praise is true and we believe in it. Naturally, if we look at the Code of Jewish Law, in the book of Orach Chaim in chapter number 124, that will very much reiterate this. But when we say Amen upon hearing one of the blessings in the Shemona Esrei, in the Tefillah, which we say 3 times on a regular day, Shachrit, Mincha, and Arbit, we appeal to God in this Tefillah. Our Amen takes on a broader meaning over here. It is not only an affirmation of our belief in God as a source of blessing, as a makor bracha, as we say, but also, as the Rashi above indicates, a prayer, a tefillah, on our part, that the prayer we heard would be answered. And we should look at the Mishnah Berurah in number chapter 28 within regards to that also, which I very much recommend everyone does. The Talmud, you can see, illustrates like the within the words Amen, it's got the different context, just it's got an oath, the acceptance of the statements or terms, and the confirmation, the faithfulness. Let's say the belief, the prayer, the faith that the statement we say is going to be fulfilled. It's actually interesting that when the court would administer an oath, the person would answer Amen over here and it was considered as if they themselves had sworn. And likewise, we reply Amen after hearing others recite prayers or blessing. That's interesting. The word Amen is versatile and is used to respond to the brachot, the blessings and prayers, the tefillah, in praise of God, as well as after hearing a request or supplication of God, which is very, very important to know. When saying Amen after hearing God's praise, one's intention will be the blessing that was recited is true and I believe in it, since the word Amen signifies an affirmation or belief. Now the letters of the word Amen are the root letters of the word Emunah, faith, meaning belief or trust. It's actually interesting. We did a video on Motzei Pesach and Isru Chag with regards to Mimuna festival, which Moroccans celebrate over there. We talked all about Emunah, how that ties in. So it's a bit of chazara for that. And after hearing a request or supplication, one's intent would be orientated more to the future than that the speaker's statements and requests be affirmed and speedily fulfilled. Now, many blessings will contain both elements. So when saying the words Amen, like one is going to say over here, ideally one should have both intentions in mind. The intent that the statement is true, that's the first thing, and the wish that the speaker's statement be affirmed and speedily fulfilled. Now, one more thing, the Gemara actually elaborates on. If you look at the Talmud Bavli, respectively, it explains that when saying Amen, one should be careful also to prolong the word for the length of time it takes to say the words El Melech Ne'eman, God the faithful King. For ultimately, this is the meaning of the term Amen, an acronym for the Hebrew words El Melech Ne'eman. Very interesting. Our sages tell us that in some ways, the person who responds Amen is even greater than the one who said the blessing. And when one responds Amen with a proper concentration, it has the power to open the gates of Gan Eden, the gates, and nullify negative decrees. That's how powerful the word Amen has got over there. And in the bracha, there's a famous story I was telling my kids not so long ago. I was in a, let me just put the specs on, I'm just going to walk with you while I state over this. Different stories, even in the kids' books, which illustrates the power of Amen. Actually, it's got the miracles that was bestowed on various different people when they went out their way to say Amen. I think the famous thing is when someone found inside their pillows a stones inside it. He waited, he didn't do his transaction deal because he wants to make it to a minyan, a quorum of 10 people to do the prayers, but he was with another partner at the time. Another person says, no, we're going to miss all the stock, all the trade, well, let's just miss the tefillah, we'll daven by ourselves. But the other guy said, no, I need to daven in a minyan, I need to daven in this synagogue with 10 other people so that we can say the word Amen. And in that merit, it happened that the person got there was no deals left just to buy this pillow, and this pillow itself contained all the treasures, that bountiful treasures, which the person just hit the jackpot. And we just see the hashkacha pratit that actually comes within regards to saying Amen. So anyone that is a beginner watching this, you might be thinking to yourself, should I say a blessing? Should I do this? Should I do that? Always, you've got a cup of water in front of you, you say blessing. You want to have a meaty meal or a meal with a bread meal, you say do Netilat Yadayim and then you say Hamotzi. You say Birkat Hamazon afterwards. Take every opportunity, every single thing that we do, we say Amen and we show our gratitude to God in every single act that we do, and then we see the bounty, we see the blessings that actually are perpetuated afterwards in that sukkot. So on that note, I would say Amen. Now friends, we're a community here. We're learning every single day about the daily page of the Gemara. We're doing loads of things at the moment, loads of different Torah content. We learn about the stories of the great rabbis of yesteryear. We tour all over Israel. We do on the Masechet Shevuot. It's just infinite, basically, the amount that we do. So please join us on our journey and enjoy and watch and get inspired. So wishing you all a fantastic day here from the city of Bet Shemesh in central Israel, and enjoy, follow the Daf Yomi and watch over the previous videos of daily Daf Yomi. Also, I'd like to dedicate this Refuah Shlema to Ariel Yecheskel Ben Miriam for full Refuah Shlema. So wishing you all a great day and thanks.